Hey, how's it going, guys? This is BirdDog John. I want to explain to you how to create a config file so that your decoders can see NDI sources on different subnets. Now, as a general rule, I highly recommend that your NDI network be a single subnet, 255.255.255.0. But if you need to see sources on a different subnet, we can create a little configuration file and upload it to our decoder, and then that can be an easy way to point the decoder at other addresses that are not on a single subnet. Because essentially what happens is the unit searches inside its own subnet, regardless of how the IP settings are set. It looks for anything that it can decode, any valid NDI, full NDI signal, and then it makes those available on the list. And so when they're off the list or they're off the IP address subnet range, you need to tell it specifically where to look. And so I'm going to show you how to do that here today. Super simple, pretty easy, but it's an extra couple steps. And those IP addresses need to remain the same on those other networks, just FYI. Okay, so we use a little program called Notebook++ or Notepad++. And it looks like this. It's a little bit different than just Notepad on Windows. Notepad++ allows you to do some certain encoding, and when you save it, you can save it as just a plain text file instead of a rich text file, RTF. So you want to be sure that there's a couple steps. I'll walk you through this. But essentially, the configuration file, open up a brand new configuration file like this, download a little program. It's free online, Notepad++. And then I'm just going to type in quotation and then the IP address of the device that's on the other network. And if I have more than one, I can just keep typing until I am done submitting all of them. And I can make a big long list if I want. Notice I don't have any spaces in this list. That's part of the coding. So just list the IP addresses one after another, separated by a comma, and then and inside quotations itself. All right, once we're here and we have our file, this little red symbol means it's not saved. The first thing we want to do is click on encoding, make sure that we're set to UTF-8, and then we're going to say File, Save As, and then open file type and say normal text file.txt, and then I'm going to just call this config1, and I'm just going to save it as config1, save. It already exists, it's fine, we'll redo it. Okay, now the file is saved. So I can then go to my BirdDog decoding device, and I can go to the System tab, and on there where you normally do the firmware updates, there's a section below it called Configuration. You upload this little text file to that spot. It only takes a second. Text files are really small. It doesn't even matter really how long you make it if you fill it up with 1,000 IP addresses, which I don't recommend. But if you put a bunch in there, it's still not going to take long. Hit update and then reboot the device. When you reboot it, go into the AV settings, refresh the decode list a few times to trigger the discovery service, and see if your device appears there on the list. If it doesn't, contact me at help at bird-dog.tv, which is just here in the lower corner. I'll try right there. Help at bird-dog.tv. Let me know what's going on, and I can give you a hand. Otherwise, happy decoding, and I hope that was a super simple, easy way to get your decoders to look on different subnets. Take care. We'll see you in the next one.